everyone and welcome to my screen. So are you tired of creating salary slips as well as sending it to all your employees manually? Then this video is definitely for you, because in this video I will automate the creation of salary slips and automatically forwarding it towards your employees. Okay, so first of all, over here what is going to happen towards all the employees whose data I've added in my Google Sheets. Using all the data, automatically the salary slip is going to be created and saved in my Google Drive just like this, and automatically towards the employees, the email of the salary slip with the attached document is going to be forwarded. Okay, so now let us dive into the creation of this amazing automation. On a new tab, browse the website of Pabbly Connect, because we are going to create this automation using Pabbly Connect. Over here, search for www.pabbly.com/connect and you will land towards Pabbly Connect's landing page. Now, before we create this amazing automation, I want to talk about what Pabbly Community. Now, Pabbly Community is an exclusive space where you can find real-time updates on Pabbly. In this space, you can get help not just from our team members but also the fellow users. Over here, you can share your ideas, feedbacks, find amazing automation tips and ask your questions. So go ahead and join this amazing Pabbly community today itself. For that, you will find the link of our community in the description section below. Okay. So now, after coming to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, you will find two options. So if you're a new user, that means you do not have an account with us, directly sign up for free from here and get 100 free tasks every month to explore more features of Pabbly Connect. I'm already a user, so I'm going to sign in. Then you will see the All Pabbly Apps section. As you want to use Pabbly Connect, click on this Access Now button right here. Then you will see Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. Now, to create a new automation, click on this Create Workflow button. If you want your workflow to be more modern, faster and flexible, select the new beta method version. But if you want your workflow to have more stable and familiar approach, select the classic version. I will select the new version from here. Then it is asking for the name of my workflow. So for the name over here, I'm going to give it as Automatically Create and Send Salary Slip PDF Every Month. Okay. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select Workflows folder and then click on this Create button right over here. And then you will see automatically over here the workflow is created. Inside Pabbly Connect workflows, there are two major principles: trigger and action. Trigger gives the commands, action follows all the steps simultaneously. That is why there is only one trigger but multiple action inside Pabbly Connect workflow. We are going to set up our trigger right here. And for the trigger application, I am going to select over here as Google Sheets. Over here, I have created the record of all my employees' data in Google Sheets, where I've added the employee ID, employee name, employee email address, designation, department, month, basic salary, house rental allowance. You can see right over here, travel allowance, all the allowances, other allowance, gross salary, PF deduction, tax deduction, other deductions, and net salary. With that, I have the bank name, account number, and the payment date with the remarks. Okay, so you can see right over here, I have added all these fields over here in which I've added the data of all my employees. You can see the employee ID, name, email, everything has been mentioned right here. Okay. So now we are going to create the salary slips for each and every employee. For that, firstly, we need to have the data for each employee one by one in the workflow. So now we're going to send the data from this spreadsheet directly to our workflow. For that, you have to select the trigger application as Google Sheets, event as new or updated spreadsheet row. Click on this connect button. You will find this webhook URL. This URL is a bridge that is going to connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, so that whenever there is going to be the data of the employee in the Google Sheets, automatically through this bridge, the data is going to be forwarded towards what? Pabbly Connect. Okay. You need to follow the steps one by one in order to create the connection. Simply copy this URL from here, open the spreadsheet. From the panel, go to extensions, add-ons and get add-ons option. Then you will come towards this dialog box. Over here, you have to search for the app, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and select it. You can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect Webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. In order to create the connection, you need to install this application. Okay. After installing, go back and refresh this entire spreadsheet from here. Now, after refreshing, go to extensions. You have to go towards Pabbly Connect Webhooks. That is going to appear after installing. And and select initial setup option. Then initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you. Okay. Over here it is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. For the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which of the data is added. The whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. In this spreadsheet, my trigger column is column T because that is the last column where the remark is going to be added. And as soon as I will add the remark, the entire row's data is going to be forwarded towards this URL. So I'm going to write the trigger column as column T and click on this submit button. As soon as I will do that, it will say over here, setup configured successfully. Okay. Now, as I've already added the employees data in the spreadsheet, I want to check whether this data is forwarding towards this URL. That means this URL is working or not. You can see over here in the Pabbly Connect workflow, it says waiting for webhook response. For the test, I'm going to click on the send test data button. And as soon as I will do that, the first row data, the employees data after the header is going to be forwarded towards this webhook URL. It says test data sent successfully. If I'm going to open, you can see the response has been captured. So now let us tally the response from this spreadsheet into Pabbly Connect. Employee ID is 001, employee name is demo user, email is demo.user@pabblytudes.com, designation is sales executive, department sales, month is October 2025. Okay, basic salary is 30,000, house rental allowance is 8,000, DA is 4,000, TA is 2,000, other allowance is 1,000 rupees. You can see gross salary comes up at 45,000. PF deduction 2,000, tax deduction 1,500, other deduction 500, and the net salary comes as 41,000. Bank name is Demo Bank. This is the account number. Payment date is the date 31st of October 2025, and the remark is one-time payment. Okay. So now over here I have, you can see, this is the first employees data in the spreadsheet. So now let us see the same employees data has been forwarded towards Pabbly Connect. Okay. Over here the tax deduction is 1,500. We can see TA is 2,000. Over here if I'm going to further scroll down, remark is one-time payment, the date, PF is 2,000, other deduction 500. You can see other allowance is 1,000, net salary was 4,100, month was October 2025, HRA is 8,000, gross salary is 4,500, employee name was demo user, ID is 001, email is demo.user@pabblytudes.com, designation was sales executive, department is sales, DA 4,000, basic salary 30,000, bank name Demo Bank, and this is the account number. So you can see the first employee whose data has been added in the spreadsheet is been successfully forwarded towards our Pabbly Connect workflow. This means connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect has now been done. Now, not just this, if you want to send the data of the new employee, so let's suppose you're adding another employee over here in the spreadsheet. Okay, if you want to send the data of that new employee automatically towards the Pabbly Connect workflow, for that simply go to extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and click on the send on event option. Now whenever you're going to add the data of any new employees in this spreadsheet, automatically this spreadsheet is going to send that data to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so that is why click on the send on event option. Okay. So now as the first data has been forwarded, firstly we are going to create the salary slip for this first employee right here, and then at last we are going to create for each and every employee whose data I've added in my spreadsheet. Okay. So over here, as now our trigger setup is done, now let us create the salary slip for this employee. And for creating the salary slip, I will be using what? Google Docs template. I have created this salary slip template, you can see right over here. Now using this template, we are going to create the salary slip for all the employees. Okay. In this template, I have added variables where we are going to add the employees details. Like the month, you can see under month, I have entered month, and in front of it and in the end of it, I have added two opening closing curly brackets. That creates a variable, and we can enter the payment date, name, email address, designation, department, employee ID, other details of the employer right over here to create the new salary slip, okay, through this template. Now for that, add an action step in which for the action application, select over here as what? Google Docs, An event is going to be create document from template. Okay, click on this connect button. If you want, you can select the existing connection. I will create a new one. For that, click on the sign in with Google. Then it is asking for us to choose an account that we want to connect to Pabbly Connect. This is the account. And then it is asking for the permission for the account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. For the template document, I've created one in the name of salary slip template. You can see right over here. So I will select that document from here. It is asking new documents name. So my new documents name is going to be the employee name, or you can map the data of the ID over here as well. Employee name or ID, salary slip. Okay, so now to enter the employees data from this Google Sheet step into Google Docs step, we are going to map the data. Now what is mapping? Mapping is inserting data from the previous step. As soon as you get to click on this field, previous step is going to appear. Click on it. The response that was captured of our employees data is going to appear. I'm going to use the employee name right here. As I want to create the salary slip for this employee, I will select the data of the name of my employee from my previous response. Okay. I will add the colon and write over here as salary slip. Okay. Now, as I've selected this data from my previous response, this data right here has been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response of the employee name is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. And as I've manually written salary slip right over here, this is not going to change. It's a static data. So it will be employee name salary slip. Okay. After that, for the documents location, I've created a document over here. I will delete this current one from here. Salary slips. So over here for the location, that is the Google Drive folder, I will select over here as salary slip. Okay. Next, it is asking for the month, designation. These are the variables. So now let us map the date of the month right over here first. Then it is asking for designation. So the designation is what? It's sales executive. So I'm going to map the date of the designation from here. So this is the designation sales executive. Okay. Payment date. I have received the payment date in this previous response. That is 31st of October 2025. You will find this is the same payment date right here. If I'm going to scroll, this is the same payment date. Okay. So in this manner, we are going to map the data of all the employees details from my previous response into these variable fields right here. Employee name, employee ID, I will map all the details right here. Then it is asking for email address, so I'm going to map the data of the email address. Basic salary, I will search for the basic salary and map the data right here. House rent allowance, I'm going to search for it and map the data right over here. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to map the data of all the allowance right here. So I'm going to map the data of the travel allowance. Then it is asking for other allowances, so I will map the data of the other allowances. Then it is asking for gross salary, so I will map the data of the gross salary that I have received. You have to create the document according to the spreadsheet data that you have. You have to enter the variables whose data you have captured in the Google Sheets or added in the Google Sheets. Okay. It is asking for PF deduction, so I'm going to do that. Tax deduction, so I will do that as well. Then it is asking for other deductions, so I'm going to search for it and map the data. Sorry, I will search again other deductions and map the data. Net salary, so I will map the data of the net salary right here. Then it is asking for bank name, so I'm going to map the data of the bank name that I have received. And it is asking for the account number. This is the account number. And for the remark, I will map the data of the remark as well. Okay. So as I've mapped all the details, now simply click on this Save and Send Test Request button. As soon as you're going to simply click on this button, you will receive a response like this right here. Scroll down, and in the last, if you will receive this document ID, that means the salary slip of this first employee in our Google Sheets is now been created in our Google Drive folder. And yes, you can see right over here, this is the salary slip, demo user salary slip. Okay. You can see right over here the month. You can see the designation was sales executive, department sales, employee ID. This was the ID, name is demo user, email is demo.user@pabblytudes.com, basic salary 30,000, gross is 4,500. You can see all the allowances here. Deductions, these are the deductions, and the net salary with the bank name, demo bank, account number, and the remark. Okay. So as now this document is created, now we are going to share this salary slip that has been created to whom? To this employee whose data is added in Google Sheets towards their Gmail account. Now for that, what we are going to do is we are going to share this document through Gmail, but there is a slight problem. Now what is the slight problem? Slight problem is that this document that we have created over here, the salary slip, is not shareable to everyone. And how can I see that? On the top right corner it says private to only me. That means only I have the access of this salary slip. But as I want to share it towards the employee, we have to make this file accessible to everyone. For that, simply add an action step right here, in which for the action application, select here as what? Google Drive. So I'll select it, and the event is going to be share a file with anyone. Now, why am I adding this step? There are two reasons for it. First reason is to make this document accessible to everyone so that we don't have to manually make it accessible every time. Other reason is by adding this step, we'll get the PDF file link, and we can share that PDF file link directly towards the employee so that they will receive a PDF document. Okay. So now click on this connect button. If you want, you can add a new connection like before I've added, but I'm going to select the existing one. For that, I'm going to click on the save button. Now next over here, it is going to ask for the file ID. Now I've already showed you in this previous Google Docs step, we have received a document ID, and that ID is the document ID of this same salary slip. So for the file ID, toggle this button on and erase the existing data from here, and map the data of this document ID right here. Now this document is going to be accessible. Click on the save and send test request button. As I've done that, I've received this response. Over here you can see the document is updated as anyone who has a link can access. Okay, so you can see now everyone can have the access of this salary slip document. With that, I've given you another benefit that we have received the PDF link over here as well. If I'm going to copy this PDF doc link and open it on a new tab, automatically a PDF document is downloaded over here in my computer, and this is the same salary slip but in PDF format. You can see .pdf. Okay. So now as we have successfully created the PDF link as well and made this file shareable, now let us share this PDF link directly towards our employees on their Gmail account. Add an action step, in which for the action application, select over here as Gmail. Event is going to be send email. Click on this connect button. If you want, you can add a new connection over here, but I'm going to select the existing connection. Click on the save button. Now firstly, it is asking for the sender's name, for which over here I'm going to write it as Team Innova Tech, because this is the name of my business. Sender's email address, using which email address are we forwarding the email, so select that sender's email address right here. For the recipient email address, I will map the data of the email address of my employee from my previous response. Now it is asking for the CC, BCC and reply to, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. You can fill in the details according to your requirement. For the email subject over here, as well as the content of the email, I will fill in the details and show it to you right away. So this is the subject. Your salary slip for the month is ready. For the month, I'm going to map the data of the month that I have received right here. Then it says hello employee name, so I'm going to map the data of the employee name right here. I'm going to search for the name from this step and map the data over here. Okay, it says greetings of the day, we are pleasant to inform you that your salary slip of the month, for the month I'm going to map the data of the month that I have received right here, has been processed. Find the attached salary slip PDF in the reference. It is asking for the net salary, so I'm going to map the data of the net salary right here, and for the payment date I will map the data of the payment date over here as well. Okay, now after that it says for any clarification please contact the HR department. Best regards, Team Innova Tech. Okay, so I have entered the subject as well as the content like this. Now my content type is plain, you can see right over here. So content type over here and the drop down will be plain. You can also enter the HTML content as well. Okay, for the label, I will save this label, I will save this email in my account inside the label, that is important. Okay, next it is asking for the file name, for which I will map the data of the ID of my employee right over here and write it as salary slip. Okay, Then it is asking for what? It is asking for the URL, for which I'm going to map the data of the PDF URL that I have received. I do not require signature HTML, so I'm going to skip the part and simply click on the save and send test request button. As I've done that, I've received this ID, that is a positive response. So now I will open my Gmail account and go back, and you can see right over here I have received this email. Your salary of the month October 2025 is ready. Hello demo user, greetings of the day. We are pleasant to inform you that your salary of October 2025 has been successfully processed. Net salary is 41,000. Payment date is 31st of October, and this is the same salary slip document you can see right over here. Okay. So now this is how this amazing automation is created without need of any coding and programming skills, using Pabbly Connect to automatically create the salary slip of the employee and send it as well. So now this automation that we have created right now has worked for one employee. What if you want to send it to all the employees in this spreadsheet and at once? And what if you want to create the salary slip for all these employees? For that, what you need to do is simply go to extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks and simply click on this send all data. As soon as you're going to select this amazing feature in spreadsheet, all the employees data which is added till the trigger column, that is column T that we have selected while creating the setup, you can see, is going to be forwarded to what? Towards our Pabbly Connect workflow, and this entire workflow is going to process for each and every employee one by one. To check whether the salary slips are created or not, open the Google Drive folder and you can see for each and every employee the unique salary slip is created. If I'm going to open any one of the salary slip, this is for best account. You can see right over here the gross and the total is totally different. You can see salary slip for each employee has been created, and towards all the employees automatically the emails of salary slip is going to be forwarded as well. Okay. So now this is how you automatically create salary slips in PDFs, and you can send it every month. Just I have created this spreadsheet for the month of October. You can create the same spreadsheet for November, December, January, February. Create the salary slips and send it at once to all the employees with the help of this amazing automation. Okay, so go ahead, create this automation today itself, and if you find any of the questions, you can comment down below and we will help you as soon as possible. Now if you want to use this workflow link as a reference in your business, you will find the workflow link in the description section. The workflow, it's a shareable link. Copy it and use it for yourself. Okay, so this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.